Okie doke. Welcome, guys, to All About the Business. We're going to chat tonight. Tonight, all about the Plexus business. So if you are a secret stalker on Facebook and you've been watching me post, or anyone that's on this call post about Plexus, and maybe you're intrigued either with the products or the business, or maybe both, we're going to just give you a blitzy overview. There'll be a couple of stories, and I'm going to share a few things about the Plexus business side, which is, in my opinion, one of the most undershared portions of Plexus. We don't normally live stream onto just Facebook, but I decided, why not? Because more people are going to be able to pop on and listen. And so if you're joining from Zoom, welcome. If you're popping on Facebook and see this happening, welcome as well. So I'm going to give away 3 or 4, I can't decide how many, gift cards tonight. So I'm thinking HelloFresh, I'm thinking Amazon, I'm thinking Black Rifle Coffee Company, and maybe one other place. So if you have a favorite place to shop online, or maybe even a favorite small business, pop the link or the place in the comments or in the chat, and I'll check it out. So I am drawing names tonight for those of you who are either new ambassadors, or you are just curious and you're not doing Plexus at all yet, and you're willing to listen and learn more about it. So if that's you, make sure you put in the chat or in the comments that you're either a new ambassador or just someone that's listening in as a guest, and let us know what is intriguing to you, or ask a question. So either way, one of those 2 things will enter you into our giveaways tonight. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Megan Goff, and I'm actually a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, which means that I love Plexus. It's been a blessing to our family, and I've maxed out the comp plan in our company. And so I'm at the top. My husband, Justin, just hit the top of the company last month. And I'm actually going to share an income disclosure chart here in a little bit, so you can kind of get numbers of what that means exactly. So we're just going to shoot you straight tonight. We're open books, so if you have specific questions, feel free to just ask those. I actually started Plexus 5.5 years ago, just for health reasons. So I did not foresee, business or helping a lot of people or anything like that. But what I was interested in was, finishing up the residual effects of mold toxicity and helping my family get healthy. And so that was basically the reason why I was starting. And I really tracked with gut health, so it made sense to me. I had said no for about 2 years because I thought Plexus was for people that were overweight and were diabetic. And yes, it is for those people, but it's also for people that value supplementation, live a healthy lifestyle or an active lifestyle, want to up-level their, athletic performance, or you just believe in supplements and you prioritize those and you like good quality ones. So regardless of maybe where you're at with your health, we're going to talk more about the business side. So I was actually slightly intrigued and a little bit curious when I started about the sharing part of it, but I was mainly wanting better health, right? And so it made perfect sense as I started the products and started to learn more about how and why they worked. I was like, well, this is a no-brainer. I need to share this because this could help other people. And so the cool thing is, this business works because the products work for the majority of people and for the masses. Like when you think about the American culture in general, what do we like? We like our sugar, we like things, we like large portions. A lot of us are overloaded with antibiotics, environmental toxins. Even if we're not meaning to expose ourselves, we are. We live high stress lifestyles, a lot of medications, antibiotics. Standard American diet, inflammation, all of those things can set you up for a perfect storm. Even if you're on the healthy side of all those things, our bodies still need support. And so I think the cool thing is that Plexus addresses 4 main areas of our health. The gut and skin is a huge focus of Plexus. Also, the products address inflammation, nutrient absorption, and blood sugar balance, which translates into hormone balance. And so that's the core, the 4 core things that Plexus addresses. And so when you start to balance those things, there's a lot of symptoms that start to vanish when those simple things are balanced and regulated. And so the cool thing is there's not one demographic that the products are for. We run the gamut of, everyone from babies to, my grandma's age benefiting from the products. And also the business is the same way. there's not one demographic. I'm a farm girl in a small town, right? Mom of almost 7 children, and I love working this business. There are other people that are, you know, in the medical circles that are working Plexus. There are people without college degrees working Plexus or have maxed even the comp plan in Plexus. And so the cool thing is, like, we have everyone from, you know, moms and dads and, you know, people working, you know, crazy hour jobs to, you know, really people that are in, you know, in professional areas of their work that also do Plexus. So we run the gamut of demographics of people that, you know, Plexus is for. So if you look at me and think, oh, I could never do that, or you look at me and think, oh, she could do it, I could totally do it, then you're thinking along the right lines, because this can be exactly what you want it to be. And so I think when I started, it was a little bit of a game, like, I wonder if I could help 3 people. And once I did that, I was like, okay, cool, that was fun. Maybe I could help more people. And it was one of those things where I just kept resetting the goal. And I thought, well, maybe we could pay off our house early by, you know, sharing with more people and helping more people with their health. I know one of my big goals was to get our family on the products and not to have to budget for those. And so it kind of just went from like the what if as we started to share and help more people. And so it was like, well, what if we could tithe what our former salary was? What if we could give in really big ways because of the income potential with this? I mean, you can't give what you don't have, right? And the world runs off of business and finances, like it's just part of life. And so I think sometimes we just have to address the elephant in the room and be like, you know what, a second income stream is smart. I mean, if you have products that are needed by the masses, they're consumable, people are going to love them and order them month after month, you start to see like, oh, hello, residual income, right? And so that's super fun. I know that when we started, we were very grateful for Justin's job, and he's always done a fabulous job of providing, and God has you know, blessed us in that way where I was able to stay home even when we had one income. But one income still has its limits, you know? And so we were still tight, and he had maxed basically the potential of that income in his other job. And so we were praying for something, you know, surely it could never be something like this, right? But then as this started to grow, we were kind of like, well, this is a no-brainer. Like, we need to go ahead and roll with this. And so I don't know if you guys can relate, but there were times when I'd be in the grocery line and I had to put things back that I had on the grocery, you know, in the grocery cart or whatever, because my bill was higher than my budget. And so I know for me personally, like buying high quality food, you know, buying in bulk, you know, supporting local farmers, things like that is a priority. And so for us to, you know, make more money has meant that I don't have to do that at the grocery store anymore. Like, it kind of costs what it costs to feed a family of 8, plus we love to have people over and we like to, you know, we like to cook, we're foodies. And so that, even shopping organic, whatever, that was a priority to me. So I'm like, really, that's really cool that, you know, we could work and, you know, Plexus could provide us with that kind of income, right? Maybe you're a book person. I know for me, when I first started, I remember listening to a friend share, like when she went to Amazon, she could just order whatever books she wanted, and she didn't have to put a cap on herself, because she's like, you know what, my Plexus income is allowing me to be able to make a priority to buy the books that I want. And so how fun to be able to have an extra income stream where you do not have to say, oh, I can't get that book, I can only get 2 this time. You know, so I don't know if this is resonating with any of you, but for me, those were like big things, like super fun. And so the cool thing is that this has just been such an answer to prayer in so many ways. For example, on a whim, my husband Justin took our son William on his 13th birthday trip, like on a whim, to North Carolina. And they're having just like a 5-day little mini vacation together because of Plexus, because of this opportunity. It's allowed Justin to actually retire from his former road construction job. Like, he was gone dark to dark pretty much 10 months out of the year. And I felt like a single mom raising babies. And so, long story short, I'm so grateful. We are so grateful. And we love to share our story with other people, because there's literally no income cap. It can be whether you need an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, or if you're thinking, I need more like 6 figures, or whatever your goal is, or if you're just saying, hey, I want to fund my retirement, I need to create another income stream. That is so wise. And so we are here tonight to share stories and just to show you what is possible for you, because there's a lot of people that are enjoying the benefits of this financial opportunity. So I'm going to introduce my sweet friend, Amanda. She actually just started sharing in the month of May, and she ranked up to what is known as the gold rank in Plexus. And I'm actually going to screen share so you guys can see what this looks like. This is the average income right here. So you have monthly and yearly. So a silver ambassador makes approximately, this is an average, $423 monthly and $5,000 or more dollars a year, okay? A gold ambassador makes around $1,000 a month. Senior gold, about $2,000 a month. Ruby is about $3,000. Senior ruby is about $4,000. Emerald is about $9,000. Sapphire is about $15,000, and then diamond is $35,000 plus. And when I say there's no cap, there is literally no cap, because you can actually re-enter and do this all again after you hit diamond. So very fun. If you are a current ambassador, I would love for you to put your rank down below so people can see all the ranks and how normal and doable it is for whatever your particular financial goal is. So Amanda, welcome, welcome. You can go ahead and unmute, and we would love to hear your story tonight.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Amanda Sy. I am a gold ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I am also Megan's assistant. We are good friends. I have been with Plexus for 5 years. I've used the products for 5 years. I've loved them for 5 years. I did struggle with consistency in the beginning. As I'm sure some people can relate, if you're struggling financially to afford the product, sometimes being consistent is hard, and that was where I was at when I first started. It took me a while to understand that I needed to make these products a priority for myself. And that was last summer. I decided I'm going to prioritize these products for myself. I know I needed them. I know what they could do for me, and I was gonna go do whatever I needed to do to afford them. And I did that for a while until May. I guess you could say I caught the vision. I decided that I wanted more for myself and for my family than just being able to afford my products. So I messaged my good friend and I said, hey, why don't you do this with me? I think it would be a lot of fun if we did it together. Let's do it together and support each other. And so we did. And through sharing and just being consistent and everything, I was able to double rank in May. So in only a matter of 2 weeks, I double ranked. And then in June, I reached the rank of gold, and now I'm able to afford my products plus enough products for my son too. So I started him on a full regimen of products full time. And soon, very soon, I'm going to make enough money that I'm going to bring my husband into the fold too. So I'm super excited about that. My long-term goal is to be able to replace my husband's income. I want to be able to replace his income so that he can be home with us more, and we can, have more time freedom as a family. My husband is gone a lot with his job, so our goal is to get him home, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. I think we're going to listen to Melinda next.
Hey guys, sorry I had to unmute there. I got a baby in my arms, so it's the thumb unmute. So my name is Melinda Nenekoven, and I am a senior Ruby ambassador. And gosh, oh man, where do I start? I got a lot to follow here. I have been sharing for about 2.5 years. So in January of 2018, 19, 20, 2018, I had actually started the products 7 months before that, right after my third child was born, Doris. And my health kind of got in the situation that it was in because I had IV antibiotics with my second son and my third daughter. And they were born 22 months apart. And that really affected my gut health. I was one that I always did, everything right, I guess, as far as exercising and eating well and drinking my water. I was an athlete in high school and in college. And I just knew something was wrong, because I had never felt like that before. And I was just having a lot of symptoms that were new. And I was like, this can't be what life is with little kids just because I'm in my 30s. And so I met Megan, and I was watching her post. And what was really crazy was that, like I said, I kind of did everything right. I was a supplement snob, as they say. And I kind of thought supplements were expensive poop, actually. And I said that, and I've eaten a lot of crow for that. But I learned so much through that. I just didn't know. I wasn't informed. And so as I learned, I was like, oh, this is what's going on because of the IV antibiotics with my babies. And so anyway, I started the products, and I actually quit for like 7 months because I felt guilty spending the money on myself. And in the grand scheme of things, it was, I would pay double that. I would pay triple that because of what it has done for my health, and my family's health. But I quit for 7 months. And so, sorry guys. Oh yes. Oh man, this is Levi. This is my 9-pound, 6-ounce boy. It's ginormous because I was healthy on the products. But I started up again then in 2018, and I knew I had to get my products paid for. And that is why I started sharing, because I knew. Oh, sorry guys. Hang on just a second. Hey, bub. Hey, it's okay. I knew that these products worked. And I knew that God was telling me, you got to tell people about this, because I've been so passionate about health my whole life. And so I started sharing, and I got my products paid for in like the first week. And so fast forward to now, and gosh, we've been through such a roller coaster, I suppose, of life changes and all the things. But I do just want to say that Plexus has allowed us to take our kids on vacations. And when I was growing up, we had no money. We never went on vacation. And we've been able to take our kids to see the mountains. We've been able to take them to see the ocean. And I never dreamed in a million years that we would be able to do that. And this business has given us that opportunity. The other things that it has done for us, so before the vacations, we have a herd of cattle, and we bought when the cattle were high, and the market tanked out right after that, and it hasn't really recovered, to be completely honest. And we were in a position where we were going to lose our cows, and if it weren't for Plexus, we would have lost our cows, and that is the absolute truth. And we are just so grateful for that. And so it allowed us to keep our cows, who we love so much. And so they're like our kids, seriously. And I think the last thing that I'll say is that, I have four babies, and I have sent my 3 oldest to daycare. And if that's something you do, just hear my heart, as far as no judgment at all. But for me, in my heart, it has always been something that has been such a struggle to go drop my babies off and have somebody else raise them. And all they get is leftovers. And so this last year, I have been able to make the decision, my husband and I, for me to stay home this fall, and I'm not going back to teaching because of Plexus. And that is just huge, and it just gives me goosebumps, because I don't have to send this baby to daycare, and I don't have to figure out how to make him take a bottle, like my other 2 that I had to send, Jameis and Doris, and it was so tough to get them. And I'm just so grateful for that. I'm forever grateful for that. I will never have these years back again, and I just want to be with them. And I know that if it weren't for Plexus, I wouldn't be able to do that, because I was a teacher. And let me just say, to end off there, is that with teaching, my salary was capped out, guys, and my income has basically been replaced because of Plexus and my teaching salary. And I can use my gifts fully in this business, and I absolutely love it, and I'm still teaching. So I will end with that, and I want to pass it on to another fellow teacher, my friend, Cari.
Hello. I love the realness of Melinda with the baby on her hip. Me, I'm hiding in the van away from my kids, hoping to not be interrupted. So, my name is Cari. I have been with Plexus now. I just celebrated my 6-year anniversary. So, a little backstory with me. Like Melinda said, I was a teacher. I had just finished my first year of teaching, and my husband's a paramedic. paycheck to paycheck. And when I first started, I had no intentions on sharing. I wasn't going to tell anybody about it. I just wanted to use the products. Well, when my first paycheck came in and it was like $250, I was like, oh, I can make $250 by telling a couple of my friends. That is $250 that I can put towards my student loans. Because I don't know about most of you, but student loans, I felt like running out my ears at the time. And so that was kind of a light bulb to me. Oh, like Megan said, if I can help some people and then in turn, like be able to help pay that off, because I was the only one who brought debt to our marriage, and that really weighed on me, and I didn't like that feeling. So I thought, oh, perfect. This is gonna be great. So fast forward, Megan shared the income disclosure. I hit Emerald in like 22 months, and that is a huge, huge blessing financially for families. And just a few things that Plexus has helped us with. I don't even say helped us, but allowed us to do over the years. Travel, like Melinda said, yes, like taking our kids places has been a huge blessing. My husband has been able, so as a teacher, I get summers off. My kids get summers off. There have been 2 summers that my husband's been able to take off work completely, not have to work. And he spent the summer with us. As a teacher and a paramedic before, that would not have been possible. We were able in 2018, I don't know if there's any Dave Ramsey fans out there, we went through the Financial Peace University course, and we were able to pay off all of our debt. $50,000 in debt gone. And that, like, talk about a weight off your shoulders. I mean, that was such a huge blessing for us. And not only that, yes, freedom. Absolutely. We are ready now to start tackling the house, and I'm so excited. We made our first payment extra towards our house this month, and we were able to shave off 23 months of our mortgage just by making a chunk payments because of, getting rid of that interest and all that. So pre-Plexus, none of that would have been possible to be able to put a couple $1,000 extra, a few $1,000 extra towards our mortgage, and to be able to say that someday soon we're going to be debt free. Not only that, but like, I know Megan talked about it, but giving, that has always been a big, big thing in my heart. And to be able to give more than I made as a teacher in a year, in what world does that happen? Like, I mean, Plexus has allowed us to do so much that we would not have been able to do if Plexus had not come into my life 6 years ago. Like I said, I did not start this thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this and pay off our debt and do all that. It has just snowballed into that. We've just been so blessed to do so many things. One more thing that's exciting that we just did a couple months ago, my husband has always had a dream to start his own business, and we were able to cash flow that. I mean, Plexus, it's normally $39.95 to start, and right now only $9.95 to start. Most businesses aren't that low to start, but we were able to cash flow a new business venture for him. And this is something he's dreamed of I bet he's talked about for 5 years. Pre-Plexus, that would have all gone straight to a credit card. We would have been building up more debt, but he was able to start a business debt-free because of Plexus. So that's a little bit of my story. Like I said, there's a lot more in 6 years, but I'm going to pass it back to Megan. And thank you guys so much for hopping on and listening.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. This is just a blitzy testimony time. We're going to keep it super short. But the cool thing is, like, as you have seen, like, everyone has their own dreams and goals and desires. And I think those are God-given, honestly. And I mean, maybe you're popping on and listening just like randomly because you happen to see us sharing on just on open Facebook. It's actually really vulnerable kind of for us to share these things, but it's because this opportunity is working. Like, I mean, I think maybe when I started, I was like, oh, well, let's see how, maybe this will be around for a year, who knows, right? But it's not going away. The cool thing is that our products are needed by the masses, and this business legit works because the products work so well. And so whatever your dream is, if you are praying for an opportunity or for a second income stream, or you're praying or you're stressed about finances, like, what are you out? I mean, it only costs $10 right now to get started, and it could be life-changing for your family, like it has been for so many of us. And so just as a little blitzy bit of information, just a little bit about Plexus as a company. In 2009, they started. So we've actually surpassed the 10-year mark, which is actually a hallmark point for network marketing companies. We're on track to be $1 billion company, and also we are debt-free. So that's really cool. If you want more like specific information, I'm actually going to have Cari pop the link to our business event that we hosted last month, and you can just like scroll through the posts in that, because it'll give you more information if you're an info guru and you want like all the details, okay? But I love that the 4 pillars of Plexus align with my core values and our core values, which are be reliable, be responsible, be trustworthy, and be honest. And so it is so easy to align with a company that is debt-free and has that kind of integrity, because when you pair it with products that work, you really have something, in addition to excellent leadership from the top all the way across the board. So I think the cool thing is this can be exactly what you want. And so I'm going to screen share one more time just so you guys can see really quickly. Whoop, sharing the wrong thing here. Just the income potential that's, oh dear, where did my graphic go? Just so that you can see the income potential for you, which can be exactly what you want it to be. Whether you're looking for something a little extra per month, maybe to supplement your grocery money or fund money or vacation fund, or you're thinking like, wow, I could quadruple my income, or, you know, I could retire my spouse, you know, whatever you're thinking. And so we wanted to share that tonight, and also to just show you really quickly, if you're a new ambassador or you're thinking about starting, there is some great income potential here in the month of July. So helping 3 friends means you can get a $300 bonus. 6 friends would be $500, 9 friends would be $700, and 10 friends would be over $1,000. And so I don't know about you, but I know that there are 3, 6, 9, 10 friends that I have in my life that could benefit from better gut health, better immune health, better skin, better energy. Maybe during this period of time, you know, you and some friends have gained some extra weight. So this is super fun to do with friends, get healthy, and start making an extra income. And I know a lot of people in these types of things think, oh, you just make like $50 a month extra, or you get paid in vitamins. And that's not the case. We get paid actual money. And as you have seen, like the income is real, and that there's real people, regular people doing this, and it's not slimy, it's not scammy. We are sweet people that love to help other people. So if you're someone like that would love to help other people get healthy, or love to help other families find financial freedom, then this opportunity might be for you. And so thank you everyone for sharing tonight. Remember, if you are new or you are a guest, be sure to comment in the comments with either a question or just comment that you're here and that you're listening, because we want to reward 3 or 4 people. So actually, I'm going to really quickly draw some names. So if you are new, or let me see, or you have a goal for a financial goal of some sort, make sure you pop it in the comments. I'm going to announce a couple of people, because I've seen a couple of people comment. So first up, so you can either win an Amazon gift card, a Black Rifle Coffee Company gift card, HelloFresh, or maybe one other one. We might do a bonus drawing. So Robin Stiers is a new ambassador. Liz is a new ambassador. Christina Reinhart is someone that's been she said that she's a Plexus stalker on my Facebook. So you 3, why don't you go ahead? I'm not going to chase people down to gift these gift cards to, but PM me and I will get you a gift card as a thank you for listening. And we're going to pick one more bonus person. I'll probably just post it on Facebook. So thank you all for joining. I hope this was a blessing. Feel free to ask any questions that you have, and we will get you the answers. All right. And if you are interested in hopping on one of our calls about the products, we are hosting a product informational Zoom next Tuesday evening. All right, you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.